The weather has been unusual lately, warmer than you'd expect for this time of year. Last month felt relatively mild, and now with Christmas just around the corner, we're finally seeing a shift. The forecast this week calls for rain and a drop in temperatures, which feels a bit overdue. This morning marks the beginning of what looks like a stretch of bad weather ahead. Not such a good morning. The weather has changed. Temperature has dropped. Very rainy morning today. But it's okay because we got our workshop set up here for the rainy days. This is our tender right here. We're gonna refit it. We're gonna take all the hardware off, all the hinges, everything, all the electronics, and then we're gonna paint this white. The outside contractor have taken off the pontoon. We're gonna re-pontoon it, brand new pontoon. We already dismantled all the hinges, everything, all the electronics. I still have to take off the VHF radio. So everything is taken off. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna paint this white, same color as the mothership. And then once it's all been painted, top coat, we're gonna send it back to the guys that do all the brand new pontoons. This is our smaller tender, and it's seen better days. The rubber pontoon is badly weathered. We were considering buying a new one, but instead we've decided to have it refitted. Once it's all done, it should look good as new. Fingers crossed, this project won't end up costing as much as a brand new tender. Alright, all the handrails have been sanded, but I didn't sand this. So all I have to do now is double check them, because I've double checked some of them already and actually hung them already for ceiling. So the guys sanded this, but I'll do the final check because I want to make sure everything is the way I want it. Alright, the guys are busy inside because the weather outside is not so good. So this is what the tender looks like now. Looks like Fidel is pretending that he's working. Look at him. We're all inside today because the weather is. I don't think there's a lot of things going on outside today, but it's been a lot going on the last few days. So good weather for a duck. There's a lot happening all at once right now. So it's all about staying on top of everything and keeping a close eye on the weather to plan ahead. On days like today, when the weather isn't cooperating, we focus on tackling everything we can indoors. But as soon as the weather clears, we'll jump straight into the big job outside, taking on the capping rail. The guys are doing the cabins here. It's not cabins, it's the storage. This is like the guest laundry area here, and then the other side is exactly the same, but it's for cleaning products for the stewardesses. So that is what we're doing here, guys. This section of the boat still has its original varnish from where it was first built. It's the only area that hasn't been stripped back to bare wood and given a fresh coat. Now feels like the perfect time to finally tackle it. This is what the tender. Fidel, how far are we getting here?
At the moment, we are reaching nearway, so I think with your inspection, you can decide how much you will arrive to your conclusion.
Ayaw, words! English paka, binilo!
Yes, Chip. That's my Chip. Leon.
Okay, looking good.
Yeah.
My God, this is bigger than what we expected. Right. It's nice and clean now. Ariel have cleaned it. So what we're gonna do sometime after breakfast, we're gonna do the primer. I'm gonna prime this with red because I'm gonna use all wood system on this capping rail. Because one of the reason why I do the all wood, because this handrail is very exposed into the sun and it doesn't actually, and it's some of them are very yellowish. No matter how we sand this as much, but it got some yellowish sides, especially the side that is exposed in the sun. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tint it with the slight red primer, and then it should get rid of all the discoloration. It should all even out. So we will see later on. About to put the first coat of gloss on this. It's been primed 3.5 hours ago, so it's ready for its first gloss coat. It's gonna be a build up. It's gonna go fast from here on. I got a small team working with me. It's tackling different parts of the project across the boat. It can feel a bit overwhelming at times, especially during the stage of our shipyard work, where there's so much to get done. But in all my time on this boat, we've always managed to pull through, finish on time, and make the launch date. Hopefully, this time will be no different. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next update. If you enjoy this kind of content, please don't forget to subscribe. We'd love to have you along for the journey. Alright guys, it's all done. Thanks to dating yang itabangan ab wag mi abtikal 5. Pero sinaw na kayo. This is the first coat guys, only first coat. Alright? This is only first coat. So tomorrow another coat. We'll let it cure for a day. And then we'll sand it with 220 on Monday. So it should look good by then. So we'll see.